Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, usually right around 11 a.m. We're a little bit late today, just a lot of banter and hatred going on behind the scenes. Not of each other, just of things, stupidity. I don't know. We just name a person, we'll trash talk them, I think is the way it's going today back there. But we got plenty of good things to say. We've got 11 NBA games on the schedule. I love them all. And we've got a good college basketball schedule. I think what we're seeing in college basketball, you definitely got to pick and choose your spots. Got a few NHL games and a few college football games. We're going to go over each and every one of them right here on Pick Dogs.
Hi, it's Mitch from PickDogs.com.
Oh, for sure. These games have to be high drama.
Here we go again.
I'm going to go big and see what happens.
So, Brian, can someone just enter a contest, win the contest, become a handicapper, and then be one of the top handicappers, like within a matter of years? You think it's possible?
Sure.
You think there's, like, uncovered superstars out there? People that, like, you know... Or do you think I think there's both kinds. I think there's the guys out there that say, I'm so good, I'm so good, I'm so good. And those guys rarely are so good, is what I found. But it's usually the guy that kind of is like the slow and steady, the Jovan, you know, is like silent, you know. Speak a few words, big meaning, you know. It's like when he's hot, it's like super hot, right? It's like he generally takes care of business out there. He doesn't win them all, but man.
So, yeah, the picking games guys are out there, but I think nobody could just come on and just right away know how to sell stuff in a tout or correctly do game write-ups and stuff like that, just with no experience. Yeah.
What do you think about like sites that like have like different levels of handicappers? Like these are our top experts, and then these are our junior varsity handicappers. I mean, why would anyone go to the junior varsity site and buy from junior varsity handicappers? Wouldn't you, you know, unless there's like even if there's a gigantic price discrepancy, why would you do that? Should I be doing this?
Maybe you should start a minor league site.
Mitch Memo? What do you think?
It could be, I don't know. I'm thinking with something with the minor league baseball. What do they call it?
$1.78 Wednesdays? What do you think? Sell picks for $1.78? Those are the good ones. It's like why am I paying $1.78 on Wednesday and $38 on Tuesday? You know?
10 for a dollar.
I don't understand.
10 for $1.
10 for 10.
10 for 10.
10 for 10.
I saw one capper out there had 13 picks for sale yesterday for $13.
Wow.
Yep. 4, 8, and 1. Thanks for the kick in the balls for $13. 4, 8, and 1.
Pricing, the golden issue.
I don't think pricing is the golden issue. I think quality is the golden issue. And I think that in this day and age, in the information age, in that people can just pop up and come up out of nowhere, where you can be like a lackey at pregame or something, and then all of a sudden start your own website and think that all of a sudden you know everything. You know, that's the world that we live in, and that is what the internet is. I did the same thing. I typed into Google, how do I start a website, right? And I started putting my picks out there, right? And I didn't sell picks for years when I was out there. I did everything for free. And then everyone said to me, you should sell your picks, or because people would email me all the time, what's your best bets for today? What's your best bets for today? What's your best? I don't have time for this, you know? They said, well, you should create a section where you put your best bets and charge us. And I'm like, no one's going to pay for that. And they're like, yes, they will. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And I have my tech guy build me a little section. I charge $28.99 a month. I put it out for sale.
Oh, goodness.
And the rest is history. You know?
Way too cheap.
Yeah, $28.99 a month. People complained just as if they paid $99 a pick. But less. Probably more they complained than those guys. And I raised the price after, a little while, $54.99, and then it was, $70.99 or something.
Oh, it is inflation. Inflation's high, so the prices go up a little bit.
But I never just I've never been a big person that says, okay, today all the cappers on my sites, I'm going to devalue them to $2 or 20% off or something. You know, it's like, I think that the cappers are grown adults on my site and they're experts, and I would never take the mic out of their hands. That's up to them. If they believe that, you know, that's the effort that they put in and that is sufficient compensation for what they're delivering, well, then I trust them as experts that I've hired to work with me, you know, and you know, whoever wins to become a capper site will, you know, contest on both of them. We'll learn this. You know, you're not going to come in knowing these things. You know, you might think you do, but if you don't, we have, you know, people that do know. You know, Brian, myself, Rod, Joe, Al McMorty is more than willing to help people. You know, it's just we have good people, and everyone else too. You know, Ruffalo, for all his faults.
He just doesn't share those donuts, Mitch.
Yeah. Right?
Keeps promising.
I got news for you. I don't share the donuts either.
Well,
okay,
Big
so
Al,
we have a non-sharing group here. Okay, that's how it goes.
I don't know,
man.
I don't know.
It comes to donuts. So you got to be first in lineup, and you got to be there grabbing them and saying, "There's a donut!" Yay!
I just don't understand it, and I don't understand how people could have so little self-esteem or self-respect that they would need somebody who's less experienced and really clearly doesn't know what they're doing to put a value on them, right? That I just don't understand, you know, why you would let someone you don't respect, you know, well, then maybe they do respect them, but someone who, you know, nobody else respects, put a value on you, and that value's like less than $5.
Well, that's to get a name in the system so they can email you.
Yeah, but we don't. If you do things correctly, you don't need to sell things for $2 to get a name in the system. I only want people in my system, in our system, to get emails, to come to our videos, to come to our websites, that come to our Facebook group, that come to our Instagram, that come to our Twitter, that want to be there. It's not a game for me. I'd rather have 10 people that want to be there than 10 million that I duped into coming. And that's just me. That's how I roll. And that's why we're the largest YouTube channel on YouTube. And it's not even close. Anyways,
and it's just going up.
Speaking of the NBA, maybe we could relegate Brian to Mitch Memo.
We could talk about this for an hour.
Oh, I could talk about this for a lot longer than that.
Well, it's kind of like
I could bring in. I tell you what, I could bring in a slew of guests to talk about this with us that all agree.
Well, you know, WWE has the next group of wrestlers, NXT wrestlers.
Well,
it's
Rod,
like that.
Rod was on America's Next Top Model. You know, that's where we found him.
I missed that episode, Rod. You have to send it over.
Yeah, I'll have to send it over to you.
Yeah. He had a shot.
Close.
Yeah, I'm gonna start wearing muscle
close.
shirts.
It's close.
You're gonna bring out the muscle shirts?
Yeah, I don't have any muscles, but I could try.
The white beater ones?
Today, only all of Brian's picks, 58 cents.
I think I get a lot of buys for $1. But
We don't celebrate 60,000 subscribers. We celebrate 10 million. That's where we're going.
No, I think 1 million would be a good accomplishment.
I'll tell you the one accomplishment that we are going to reach this week, by the end of the week, or it could be today or tomorrow, is 30 million views in the last year. That's
mind-blowing.
That's off the chain.
Right?
Like our competitors, like I guess I don't know if I could say their names or not, but
Probably not.
You guys know who they are. They have in 7 years they have 20 million. We have 30 million this year. $30 million.
That needs the applause button hit, Mitch.
Well, when we hit it, we'll hit it.
Okay.
We're not. There's a great line from Pulp Fiction that the Wolf says. I'm not gonna say it, but everyone knows it.
We're not going to start our own.
Just yet, gentlemen. Let's not start each other's just yet.
There's a lady in the room. We gotta be.
I don't know. We're trying to become more of a family.
Again, I have an Australian father. Whatever you say in front of me is not going to shock me.
It's funny because like I get a lot of comments and a lot of emails from people who's like spouses, girlfriends, stuff like that, who know my voice, and they're like, they know that everyone's watching us, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
Hornets, Wizards, Pistons, Pacers, Hawks, Celtics, Nets, Cavaliers. Brian, those Nets let you down last night.
Yeah, they did. I think they lose every time. I wouldn't say every time I take them as a premium pick, but I bet you 80% of the time they lose for me. So they did let me down. I just thought the Warriors were a public dog last night, and I thought the Nets would step up and beat them, but they got their ass kicked. So I was way off.
Curry went off. Woo. He looked lights out. Oh.
Yep. It's terrible.
Wait till Klay Thompson comes back. Watch out for the Warriors.
Oh, I smell a bandwagon.
Yeah.
I smell a bandwagon jumping.
Lines will be inflated a little
Rod's
bit.
got his Air Jordans on. He's ready to leap onto the bandwagon.
I just bet against the Warriors when Thompson comes back until they gel together and get used to playing with each other.
Oh no, Rod's already revving it up. He's got it right next to his Ravens preseason.
Oh, yeah.
Warriors. It's like Ravens preseason into Gonzaga into the Warriors.
Into the Warriors.
All right, up the bus. The bandwagon. Clay's coming back. He's calling them all by their first names, Steph's ruined it. Clay's in.
Well, yeah.
Draymond.
I could see the Warriors getting Ben Simmons. Adding him, that would really.
Oh no, that'll do. No. We don't want that guy. No. You can move along. Move along.
We don't see the we. The we's are coming out.
He's already on the bandwagon.
Oh yeah. It's revved up. You kidding?
He's kind of like Iguodala. I could see Simmons on there.
Rod loves a good bandwagon. Loves the bandwagon.
Definitely. Especially you get it early. You start at the beginning and you can get a nice run. Nice when the bandwagon's not so full. Then you gotta ride until you get bumped off where it's so many people on. Reminds me of the clown car when the bus is so full like that. People hanging out the windows. Oh, wait for me.
I believe you can order Pick Dogs merch to ship to Canada. I believe so. You gotta get some new merch. I need the black and white edition of the Pick Dogs, a special black and white edition of it.
How about a polo shirt?
Well, you could do that too, but I need a black and white edition of the Pick Dogs, because if you ever notice, I never wear the Pick Dog shirt in my videos.
I have noticed that. Why not?
Because the green money.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
You got a hole.
Yeah, it puts a hole right in me.
Yeah, pullovers would be nice for sure. The hats are great. I love my trucker hat.
I wear mine every day on the show. It never leaves this room. The trucker. I only have one.
Oh, mine does. My daughter tried to wear it the other day to school.
You should have got a couple of them. Tell Sam, get a couple more. I'm going to have him send me some. I got to talk to him.
That's awesome.
Anyways, where are we? I think Brian was still going about the Nets.
I didn't even give a pick out, but in this grouping that I'm not really wild about, I'm going to take a chance on the Washington Wizards here, +1. These are the type of games that they perform well. Hornets opened up -2 down to -1. I don't love how the Hornets have been playing, and Washington's a scrappy team, so I think they take this one outright on the money line. Not that it's a big money line play, but no sense taking that +1. Won't do much for you. So take the Wizards.
I'd like a Pick Dogs golf polo, but there's only a couple brands that I like that I wear. So it'd have to be one of those. I could probably get a deal with PXG to do them, but that would be super expensive.
Money's no object.
Well, I think I don't know. I get my PXG shirts for free, but I think they run like $150 to $200 for a golf shirt. My PXG rep happens to be a fan of the show. Which is always a nice thing. He's like,
that's awesome.
I know you. He's like, we bet together. We do. It's like, I know you. It's like, you put me on the Ducks last week. Went for my fitting.
Fantastic.
It was awesome. Went for my fitting. He's like, yeah, cashed on that Ducks last week. It was awesome. It's nice. The guy that does the exterminator in the house. He's everyone, Like, I know you. Yeah, killed it.
Love it.
Rod, what do you got?
We went all the way to the end of the 7:30s, or are we just doing the 7s?
We just did the first 4 games. We didn't.
Oh, okay.
15 minutes in, I haven't even given a pick yet.
All right, in those first 4, I'll take the Atlanta Hawks here at home. They played the best at home, lights out. So give me the Hawks here at home, 5-1 on the number. I don't trust the Celtics on the road, so give me the Hawks at home. I think they come out and beat up on the Celtics, and that's on the back-to-back. Give me the Cavaliers. I think they keep this closer than the 9.5 in that one. So I'll take the Cleveland Cavaliers plus the points. They're 7-3 against the number of their last 10. So good spot there. Tired Nets team after battling the Warriors. Too many points. Give me the
So I believe I can create a post, and what I'll do is I'll say what Pick Dogs gear you guys want. I'll do a poll. Joe, what do you got?
You know what? I'm going to take a chance with the Pacers. They are the only road team that is a favorite today. And I really think they do come and get this win against the Pistons. They're 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games. And I think they just, looking at this Pistons team, they're not playing good at home. 1-9 their last 10, 5-13 against the spread in their last 18 games. I like the Pacers. I was actually surprised they were the only road favorite today.
I like the Celtics against the Hawks. The Hawks are just not playing defense like they did last year. That's a problem. I like the Wizards here as well against the Hornets. I'm anti-Hornet. Beal
You
is
never
back.
take the Celtics
What?
normally. So you never take Boston.
I know. I'm in.
Wow.
I'm in. Yeah. I'm in. You would be surprised. Back in the 80s, I lived in Boston. I love the Celtics. I was big on the Celtics.
Normally I can tell who you got, but you fooled me there.
Maybe you should watch my videos.
If I watched every one of your videos, I would never leave my house. I'd just be in front of the YouTube all day.
Wow.
From 1 until 3 o'clock, I gotta get errands done.
Well, just make sure you smash the like if you do watch.
I have my mom hitting the like buttons on all your
Those
videos.
are the best.
She's a big
Great
fan.
video. I'd like to comment too. Great video, Mitch.
Yeah.
Nice. I think the Cavaliers beat the Nets. I think there's an issue here with the Cavaliers, though. Like a big issue here. So I'm not like in love with it. I like it. I don't love it. An issue. Mobley and Sexton are both out. See, first Sexton was out. Now Mobley's out. Soon Kevin Love's going to have to play. It's bad news. Miami Heat against the Pelicans. New York Knickerbockers against the Magic. The Knicks actually played D in their last game, and they won. So it was like all of a sudden against the Pacers, they went back to the Knicks that they were playing last year, and they won. Of course, that was on the other side, but that's okay. We got the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Lakers. Chris Middleton survived COVID. Congratulations. See, not everyone dies that gets COVID. Survivor. Gutted it out. And Minnesota Timberwolves against the Sacramento Kings. This could be a real colorful game. You got the Timberwolves kind of in that minty green, and the Kings in the purple. You got kind of, it's nice. It's going to be good. It's a good combination.
Green and purple?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see it every day.
No.
It's like red and white.
Quite the class.
And we'll get into these college games. You want to see the same colors over and over again. They even call them all the same names. Wildcats, Bulldogs, Wild Bulldogs.
Did you say minty? I thought you said minty. What's going on there?
Minty Betts?
Oh, that's what I thought you said.
No, she's. I'm still not sure. She never answered me on my question, so I don't know if she's related to Mookie Betts or not. I haven't.
She just ignored it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she just gets a lot of messages.
Oh, for sure she does.
I'm sure she does. Probably because I was wearing pants.
I'll throw everybody off.
Let's play Joe Madden's DMs from yesterday.
Oh, man. I had someone tell me they were more of a Chargers fan than I was because they disowned the Chargers, being a fan from them. That they were the true fan. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I was so confused at my DMs.
Most of the time they ask you trivia questions that they want to see if you're a real fan. Who was quarterback in the Chargers in 1978? Or who was
John Hadel.
That's how they find out you're a true fan.
No, this guy went from trying to pick me up in my DMs for me ignoring him to then sliding into my DMs saying that it's too hard to be a Chargers fan. You should drop them. I was there. I was one. And I was like, then you weren't a true fan. And then coming back at me, well, even my San Diego friends aren't fans. So I'm the true fan. I was like, what the heck is wrong with people? So it turned from him trying to pick me up to then being a 5-year-old boy trying to pick you up, right? Insult you that way. It was fun. I don't like people like that.
Dan Fouts was 1978. It wasn't John Hadel. Hadel might have been before that then. Hadel was, I think, post-Unitas. I think it was John Unitas, then John Hadel. John Unitas was 72. So John Hadel. Because the game where Bob Greasy broke his leg, I believe John Unitas was quarterback in the Chargers that day. In the perfect season. Joe, who do you like in these games? Heat, Pelicans, Knicks, Magic, Timberwolves, Kings. We talked about the color scheme already. And the Bucks, Lakers.
Yeah, give me the Bucks over the Lakers. I think the Lakers are just struggling so much this season. They're 5-10 against the spread so far. They have so many turnover issues. I think the Bucks will capitalize, especially if Chris Middleton does hit the court tonight. Then give me the Heat. I think the Heat can take the Pelican, especially at home in this one. It is a lot of points, but I think they've got this. The Pelicans haven't been covering a spread either to save their lives. And then I think the Kings probably upset the Timberwolves in this one. I'm looking for a big game out of them. So them plus the points.
Rod?
Now, for me, in these ones in that time slot, I like the over in the Lakers and Bucks game. We're going to see a whole lot of no defense being played in that game. Run and gun down the field, down the court. So give me the over. And it opened at 217. It's up to 221. I still like it. The over in that one. And the other one I was looking at, I like the Timberwolves and the Kings to go over the number 2. Some teams that don't play a whole whack of defense at all. So that opened to 223 up to 226. I think we get to 230, 240 in that one. Give me the over, Kings. Wolves. The 2 I like in that.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm not wild about this time stretching. I think the Magic Orlando has cost me maybe the most money bet NBA this season. But I'm going to take the Magic tonight. Knicks are 1-6 ATS off a 1 day arrest, and I just think the Magic are due for a cover. So I think they keep it within 10 of the Knicks.
I like the Bucks against the Lakers. Chris Middleton back. He's a difference maker. He's kind of old school, right? He's got the high waisted. Where's his shorts up to about his shoulders?
Well, they're
Long
begging
leg.
me to take the Lakers plus 9.5, 9 points. That's a lot.
They can beg all they want. It's not going to happen. I mean, Rod's not even wearing his Bucks hat today. He's on the Warriors bandwagon.
I like the over. I guess I think we see a whole pile of points in that one. Tons.
Got the Thunder Buddies against the Rockettes. And we have the Suns against the Mavericks. Luka out for that one. And then we've got the Portland Trailblazers at home against the Bulls. A lot of people jumping on the Bulls this year. A lot of Bull jumpers. Brian, you going to ride the Bulls?
I think that's a game I want to dig into later today. Right now, I'm looking at the Portland Trailblazers. It looks like a lot of the little bets are coming in early on the Bulls, but I want to see how that develops later on in the day. I'm going to take the Houston Rockets against the Thunder Buddies. I see. Rockets are good in spots. They don't. They've been covering all right on the road. They're all right in spots. If you look up their ATS record, they're really not that horrible this season. So I think against the Thunder, when you're getting points, I'll take a chance with Houston. I'm not wild about this NBA card. Just a couple games are real stinkers.
Whenever we get a comment, like in the comments about like a pick that was made like yesterday or whatever, I never have any idea what they're talking about. It's like, I got news for you.
Which pick was it? I don't
know.
remember.
This guy said, Mike W., the Jets rolled the Oilers. What happened? I guess the Jets beat the Oilers. That's what happened. I'm not really sure. I don't understand the question.
Yeah, Edmonton didn't show up.
I know that.
Who do we have?
Showed up. Hellebuck stood on his head. If anybody watched that game, you've seen Hellebuck stand on his head. He played.
Oh, he did. But
game. He had shots. How many shots did he have? Well over 30. I think the Oilers had close to 40 shots on him. Hellebuck stood on his head. That's what happened in that game. Guess what? Welcome to hockey. It happened.
JTS.
I believe Joe had Winnipeg yesterday, if I don't remember.
Who did I have?
If I remember correctly. And I think Rod had the Oilers.
Mitch did.
I had the
Mitch
Jets.
had the Jets.
JETS. That's how much That's how much I pay attention to yesterday's picks.
Oh, how'd your hockey premiums do yesterday?
Not good. 1 and 2.
If
I would have given out 6 picks, I would have gone 4 and 2. I had a list of 6 games on my card. All the ones I crossed out were winners. Everyone, including the Jets.
I went 2 and 2, and you broke even. No loss, no win. Broke even 2 and 2.
But I won it.
That was my day overall. But I lost both my hockey picks. Won both my college football.
What are you selling today, Joe?
I have 3 picks for you today. 1 college football, 1 NHL, and 1 NBA.
How about you, Rod?
And for me, I've got 2 college basketball, 2 NBA, and my top play in the NHL. You can jump on over and get Wealthy Wednesday. That's 5-pack. We went 3 and 4 on the day, so a little losing day. Last time we had a little losing day, we bounced back with a 5-1 day. So we're looking to do the same. Bounce back. A nice little 5-pack going. 2 college hoops, 2 NBA, and my top play in the NHL. I absolutely love these 5. Jump aboard.
Brian?
Off to a 10 and 4 college basketball start, 11 and 4 NBA run. You can get my golden ticket 5-pack. It has 2 college basketball, 2 college football, and 1 NBA for $50 at pickdogs.com.
It's rare that Brian's got more picks in a sport than I do at a certain point in the season. But he's
Well, I got to 4, and then I thought, oh my God, I forgot the NBA. So I went back and looked at the NBA.
Can't forget the NBA.
Well, it was
Lots
a
of
big card
games
today, but not a ton of games.
I meant overall. In college basketball, like you have you're 10-4. I don't think I've made 14 picks this year in college.
Well, there's some guys that have 50 picks in college basketball, so I don't think 14 is
You know
too
what
many.
we call them? 50 pickers. I've just been going slow and steady in college hoops. I'm kind of picking my shots. I've left a couple on the table, but I've also dodged a couple bullets, and I've made a couple wrong choices. Like I've had a few. Like yesterday, I really liked Oregon. You know, they got drilled. BYU just scored again. I think they just scored.
How many
like
hockey picks do you have today?
0. I haven't put anything in yet.
You can't give up after
I haven't
one
had
day.
time to look. I honestly have not had time to look. I haven't had 5 free minutes this morning. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, and I haven't had 5 free minutes. And that doesn't even include the aggravation.
Didn't you see my post this morning, Mitch? Don't let idiots ruin your day. That is the whole theme of the day.
I need to get a tat of that on my chest, on my neck.
Absolutely do.
I need a neck tat. I need the neck tat. On this side, I'll get, don't let idiots ruin your day. On this side, El Gato.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
At Joe Madden Sports, you think a guy who picks games good and makes good money betting on sports could learn business and become a professional handicapper? No chance. No, I'm kidding. That's you, Joe, not
What?
me.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all about your time and dedication. Like if you've got a good knack for it just as a fan, if you can sit down and put the more time and research into it, you could. Everyone can do anything they want.
Yeah, I could fly an airplane if I put my mind to it.
You absolutely could.
I don't think so.
Study and take I could take classes.
You couldn't pass the eye test.
Yeah, that's true. My eyes aren't that great.
Oh, for a little plane, he could. Never take a girl on a first date on an airplane. Just heads up. Never turns out well.
What if you're taking her to like?
It depends where you're going on that airplane.
If
you had a
flying
private jet, if I had a private jet and I said, hey, you want to go on a date? We'll fly out to Eiffel Tower or something like that. There you go. That's not bad.
Maybe with a pilot, but if that person's a pilot,
I'm not driving it.
I've tried it twice, and I tell you, neither of those guys got a second date. It's a terrifying thing in the world.
we were talking like that. That's crazy. Just some rando stranger you're gonna hop in. That's like get in the van, man. I got a piece of candy.
Yeah, just don't get your license to take girls on dates. It doesn't work.
We were thinking dates in the back where you're sitting in a jetliner where they're serving you champagne and eating strawberries and chocolate and that kind of thing. You're not worried about the pilot. He's good. He's got you.
These were still beautiful, like 6-person seater planes. Beautiful planes, but no, don't do it.
Someone's telling me, come on, let's go for a ride. We're getting in that? Yeah. Yeah. No.
Central Michigan against Ball State, Buffalo, Northern Illinois. Brian.
College football, springing it on me. I'll take Buffalo. I like the Buffalo. I like Buffalo here on the money line. Huskies 3-8-1 after an ATS win. The way this line's moving, and Northern Illinois has been a great spread cover team in the MAC conference, but I think tonight at home you're almost getting plus money here with Buffalo. I'm going to ride the Bison here. I think they win.
They win?
Oh, yeah, I mean they're plus 1.5, so it doesn't. You're not getting much value taking the 1.5. I'll just take the plus 105.
They're dog shit. Rod?
No, come on.
Dog.
They need two more wins, I believe, to be bowl eligible.
I mean,
Aren't they sitting at 4?
I'm gonna sugarcoat it a little bit. Straight dog shit.
If
Rod,
they win their next 2, they're bowl eligible.
They don't deserve to be bowl eligible. Rod,
I like the Huskies.
Explain it to me. Explain this to me.
I like the Huskies here. They got the better offense.
Freaking terrible. Buffalo's freaking terrible.
They're going to be able to
terrible.
21-7-1 at home.
The Huskies are going to be able to
not this year. They're not. This year they had a quarterback that came back, the guy from last year. Oh, they're going to be good or whatever. I bet them at Nebraska. They'll never get a dime of my action ever again. Not a penny of my action ever again. You know why? Didn't deserve to live. Rod, explain it to him.
I like the Huskies here. Huskies are 11-2-1. ATS their last 14 road games, and they've been just rolling right along. And I think they're the better team. So
kill them.
I lay the point, whatever it is, with the Huskies.
11-2-1 against the number on the road against the team with the losing home record.
I'll text you a Bison later. The Bulls.
Joe.
I'm going to look at the over with Ball State and Central Michigan. I think both these defenses have the holes that will let the offenses really move that ball down the field and add up the points here. I think 59 is too low. I think this is a 64 type of game. So give me the over in that one.
Buffalo allowed 56 points against Bowling Green. 56 against Bowling Green. We saw last night against Miami of Ohio, the quarterback couldn't even drop back to pass without getting run over. They lost, so they lost to Bowling Green 56-44. And then they lost to Miami of Ohio 45-18. So they've given up 101 points in their last two games. They're going to get slaughtered. Northern Illinois all day. Easiest play on the board. Layup.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even understand why you would say that. Why? Because like some guy in Nebraska bet on them?
No, Buffalo's not a bad home ATS team. They show up to play at home. They haven't been bad this season either. I mean, they're
2-2. It's a 50. It's a coin flip. How is that not a bad?
Yeah, but overall, over the last 3 years or so, they've been
3-6-1 ATS against the number of this season is this Buffalo team.
Because 38% according to the sample, 38% of the bets and 55% of the money are in Buffalo. 55% of the money is going down.
Well, Northern Illinois has been an exceptional cover team in almost every trend.
They've won 7 of their last 8 games. They're on a heater.
I just don't like them tonight.
It's fine.
Buffalo needs to win out to beat Bowl. I think they get that.
The book needs people on the other side to pay off the bets. Joe, who do you like?
Just the over in Central Michigan and Ball State.
Sure. Put a little something on Northern here in this one. No.
I'm not jumping in this battle.
Don't fall for it.
I'm not getting you guys fight it out.
What's it gonna take to put you on Northern today?
She's on Buffalo with me. Don't worry.
I mean, they lost.
I'm not touching a side in this game to save my life. I have a premium on
Northern lost 63-10 to Michigan, right? 63-10 to Michigan. It happens at Michigan. It was one of those games they started rolling downhill.
Yeah, that happens. It would happen to Miami if they played Michigan.
Kind of like Michigan last night against Seton Hall. Kind of like the Big Ten against the Big East. Oh man, is this getting ugly, right? Oh my God. I don't think they're going to win one game. The Big Ten against the Big East. I don't think they're going to win one freaking game. They're getting smoked. Every game, they've lost, right? They lost outright as favorites every game. They're favored again today. They get smoked again. It's like, who do you like, Butler or Michigan State? Who do you like? Oh, who's Indiana against St. John's, who scores about 175 points a game? It's like, I don't know. A team that can't cover against Buffalo's football team. I don't know, man. Anyways, we'll go to NHL just for that. I haven't looked at the NHL card, so I might still have some Mitchie Pucks plays to put in. Only got 3 games. Kraken against the... It's like you clear your throat when you say that. The Kraken against the Blackhawks. Canucks against the Avalanche. And the LA Kings against the Capitals. Wow, this is not a good card. It's small but bad. The only thing I like here is the Canucks. It's the only thing I like. Brian?
Yeah, I have to. It pains me to say it, but I agree with you. I think the Vancouver Canucks are a good value on the card today. I wouldn't lay up minus 150 with the Colorado Avalanche, and they're getting heavy amounts of action here. So I'll take Vancouver at home.
They got a lot of momentum too. 2-7-1 in the last 10. A lot of momentum here. I just think that's the only value on the board. Rod?
You can get good value if you take the Avalanche on the puck line because they're going to puck right over the Canucks. Canucks are awful. They've got huge issues. You want to see a team with issues? Look at the Canucks. They've got big issues. They gave up 7 goals against these same Av team on November 11th, 6 days ago. They got pounded 7-1. Then they went to Vegas and got pounded 7-4. And then they went to Anaheim and got pounded 5-1. They've given up 19 goals in 3 games. Yikes. I'll take the Avalanche here to pound the Canucks again. They've got deeper issues than just giving up goals. They're not good. Canucks are in a world of hurt. I'll take the Avs on the puck line in that one. The only one I like.
You're pucking crazy. Joe?
Okay. I hate fighting with all of you guys. I think the Avs probably get this win. I'm not loving them on the puck line. I'm looking at the over, and I'm just trying to pull up the team total for the Colorado.
Probably 3.5. I'm gonna guess it's 3.
Yeah, it's 3.5 at plus 106 for that over. So I do like the over for the Avs. I think they get the majority of this points to push this over. But I could see this being a 4-3 one. That's why I won't jump on the Avs on the puck line, but I also won't take them with all that juice. I think it's stupid to put a bet in at minus 150, minus 160 on the Avs tonight because, the Canucks are at home and they sometimes like to pull off these upsets like this. So definitely think the totals is a better way to look at it.
The Canucks, it's like the Canucks puck line is the best bet, but the Canucks regular is also a good bet, at least from my opinion, because the Avs are the worst puck line road team, right? They're the worst. They're terrible. Can't get any worse than they got a bagel.
At plus 1.5, it's minus 192 though on that puck line.
Too good to be true.
Makes me want to throw up.
Too good to be true.
Hot diggity dog.
Put $99
I won't pay
and
that.
sell it over at one of our competitors.
Yeah. And call it the best underdog hot diggity dog play going of the day. It's huge.
Hot diggity dog. Too good to be true.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't bet anything over minus 145, so not touching it.
Finland in the house in the comments. We are international.
Hi, Finland.
We are international. Worldwide Rod. That's what they call them.
Is it cold right now in Finland? I don't know. What's the weather like in Finland right now?
It's always cold there, right? Right. Isn't it like one of those countries where there's like a couple months out of the year where it just never gets light outside? It's like, and then in the
land of the midnight
summer,
sun.
And then in the summer, it's like always sunny, like 24 hours a day. One of those.
I don't
Minus
know.
-6 in Calgary right now. So what's it in Finland weather? Helsinki. It's warmer in Helsinki than it is in Calgary.
Damn right.
It's 6 degrees.
Oh, wow.
7 degrees warmer in Helsinki than it is in Calgary.
Finland's a big hockey place. They're big on the hockey.
Mm-hmm.
They love the puck.
Oh,
Put out some great players out of Finland.
Yeah. They love their hockey.
Where's Jari Kurri? Is he from Finland?
Finland, I think, yeah.
Is he?
Yep, I think he was finished.
I'm not sure.
Yep. Quite sure he was. Yep, he was definitely finished.
Finish. See?
Yeah.
Who says I don't know hockey? Who says I didn't? See how fast I put that? It's like my wife. It's like my wife with the credit card at the 35% off sale. Look how much money I saved. It's like, oh, that'll be 828. It's like 828.
I love the ones. Well, if you buy 2 more, you get 10% off them. I'm like, okay.
How about if I buy
4?
How about if I buy 6? Do I get another 10%?
Right? Didn't need that many, but I'm getting a discount. I'm in.
It's like, look how much money I saved. It's like, doesn't look like we saved anything. That's when I stopped looking at the bills. Like, it took me, we were married about 2 weeks when I saw it. That's the last time I've seen one of my wife's credit card bills. Just check out. Brian Hasty said that Yari Curry looked fatter than Leach at the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Oh, yeah, he put on some weight.
I think that Brian and I were roommates during like the end of that Islanders run. Pretty sure. Oh, maybe it was. Or it was during the Edmonton run. It might have been. I don't know. It's definitely during one of those. But we used to just go to the Bruins games and really root hard for the other team. They did not like us at Bruins games or at Fenway Park. We were not fan favorites.
Shit disturbers.
We were not fan favorites. We were also beer spillers at the hockey games, at our own hockey games, at the BU hockey games. Yeah, the beer spills, like.
Those are always the fun people to hang out in the crowd with.
Yes. Texas A&M's playing Houston Baptist. Denver against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Central Connecticut State against UMass Lowell. Gotta love Lowell in that one. UTSA against Iwapui. Army versus Merrimack. Another good hockey school. Rhode Island against Boston College. I think they play every year at this time, don't they? I remember last year's game. Delaware against LaSalle. UConn against LIU. UConn's good this year. Any of those early birds, Brian?
Yeah, the only early bird I like is UConn Huskies laying heavy wood against Long Island, who's gotten blown out by Fresno and San Francisco. So no reason why the Huskies can't go in there and beat them by 30. So I'll take UConn here, lay the points.
Now, for me in that clump, I know Boston College is off to 3-0 start, but I think Rhode Island is a better team. I don't trust Boston College to hit a free throw if their life depended on it either. I think they're hitting it, 60% from the free throw for the charity stripe? That is not going to get it done. So give me Rhode Island over Boston College in that one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I think they definitely cover the spread at home. Their defense is just looking really strong at the moment, only allowing 63 points per game. So give me Rhode Island as well. Boston College is 1-2 against the spread so far this season, and I don't see them covering tonight.
I'm definitely going for UMass Lowell. I used to get wasted there when I was in college. I had friends there, and it was good times. They had a great, good ultimate frisbee. They played there, and I was big in ultimate frisbee.
Where are they playing?
Playing Central Connecticut State.
Where are they playing? It's a neutral site game.
I think it's a Mohegan.
Oh, it is Mohegan. Yeah, Mohegan. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember Brian Tiki, our friend Tiki? He went to the wall. He's like, I remember Tiki. Tiki's a good guy. Best parties. On the Cape also. Yeah, I can get behind Lowell. Good times. Delaware against LaSalle. Dayton against Lipscomb. Maryland against George Mason. Princeton against Marist. I did a video on this one. Wagner against St. Peter's. Oakland against Holy Toledo. Bucknell against Riders on the Storm. Columbia against Binghamton. Who do you like in that one, Brian?
Oh, I didn't even look at that one, honestly.
Wake Forest versus Charleston Southern. Albany versus Harvard. Coppin State versus Loyola Maryland. St. Joe's, well, let's just say the bad vibes are continuing there. Drexel versus Drexel. Looks like the dark cloud. Butler now 3-point doggies against Michigan State, even though the Big East is just whipping ass on the Big Ten. Got any of those in the 7 o'clock time slot?
In that time slot, I like give me Dayton. I'll lay the 10. I think they come in and pound Lipscomb. Lipscomb has not been good on the road. 0-1 on the road. 0-1 against.
They still have that guy. Like Lipscomb had that really good guy last year. I mean, he was real. That one guy that was like just a beast.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him this year.
No,
I haven't seen him.
I think he's gone.
I haven't seen Lipscomb this year, but they had the one guy that was just like ridiculous. Like he was the one-man team.
The one-man show. Anyway, I like Dayton in this one. I think they get to Lipscomb.
Haystacks Calhoun.
And then the other one I like is I like George Mason. They came out, they played good hoops, and I think that's too many points. I like the better at 13.5. It's down to 9.5, but I'll still take George Mason plus the points in that one. I think it's a close game. That was just it dropped. I think it's way closer than that. It's Maryland.
Brian and I went to wrestling at Boston Garden one night, and the Iron Sheik got hit in the head with a dart. It was like a tough crowd, man. It was a tough crowd, man, at Boston Garden that night. Yeah, someone hit him in the head. We were at wrestling at TD North. It was the old Boston Garden. It was not TD North Garden. Then it was the old Boston Garden. And the Iron Sheik got hit in the head with a dart. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was like, whoa. Wow. Yeah. I think even the junkyard dog was taken back by it. You don't see that every day. It's like, what just happened? I'm like, I think he's got a dart in his head. It's like, someone threw a dart at him.
Yeah, you got to be really into your wrestling to throw a dart at something.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think these days you couldn't even get one in. That old Boston Garden always felt like the whole place was going to collapse. That's the nice thing about it.
I'm surprised the wrestlers didn't go up into the stands and pull that guy out and beat him up in the ring or something.
It was crazy.
Back in the day.
They don't mess
nuts,
around.
man.
They wouldn't have put up with that junk, yeah.
It was a blowgun dart, Brian is saying.
Oh, wow.
So you don't even know where it came from.
I don't know. We were watching wrestling. It's like, what happened? It was like, because he had this thing in his head. I'm like, he's got a dart in his head.
Poor thing. Did it survive?
It was a wrestler.
Oh, he's still alive.
He's
still around today.
Oh, I thought you meant it was actual sheep. A sheep got a dart in the head. I was
the
so
Iron
confused.
Sheik.
The Iron Sheik.
The former
okay.
WWE champion.
I thought you meant there was a sheep there at the wrestling thing.
Wrestling a sheep?
Famous for his camel clutch.
I don't know. Strange stuff like that happens in Australia, so I don't know about America.
They wrestle sheep in Australia?
Well, like shearing and you know what I mean. Never know what goes on.
They shear sheep here too.
The Iron Sheep.
You guys totally lost me.
I guess you don't know any Newfies then, eh?
No, I actually know a couple.
Ask them why they own rubber boots.
Oh, like New Zealanders, man.
There you go. See, you know it. You know it. Oh.
Brutal. On that note, I'm going to take Maryland. I don't think George Mason has what it takes defensively to hold down this Maryland team. Their defense is so stout, and I think they'll hold down George Mason offensively. I know it's a lot of points. I didn't like them at the 13.5 before, but I like Maryland now at the 9.5. So.
George Mason's
the only
first
one I like.
Road game. Brian, did you go?
Nope, but I agree with Joe here. I'll take Maryland and lay the points. I got burnt with them last time out. They didn't even come close to covering, but I think the soft play ends today. I think Maryland blows them out, and I'll take Drexel over St. Joe's. Lines Lions totally flip-flop. I think the Dragons are just the better team, and you're only laying a point and a half here at Drexel Dragons, so I think they take out St. Joe's.
I think I was also with Brian when Oil Can Boyd hit Don Slott in the face with a fastball at Fenway, too. That was like another one. That was on Old Timers Day. But, yeah, me and Brian had a good time in college. We were a pretty rough combination. We would yell at the players at Fenway Park, Tony Armas in center field. Tony, Tony. He'd turn around and he'd wave. He's like, you fat piece of crap. Oh, man. Anyways, I like Drexel a lot here against St. Joe's. Just the bad karma still is there at St. Joe's. It's like, and the coach they fired sits on the bench at Michigan. He didn't help them too much last night either. And I'm taking Butler. I'm just fading all the Big Ten teams in these Big East Big Ten games. And so far, so good. I'm going to continue with that theme. If, as Tony Brown says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Butler all day and twice on Wednesday. I think we could probably money line him here, too, a little bit against Michigan State. Move into our next slot. Also like Miami of Ohio against Stetson, the Hatters. Vandy against VCU, 2.5-point line drop. Arkansas against Northern Iowa. Mississippi State against Detroit Mercy. FSU against Tulane. Oklahoma State, NC State at Mohegan. Baylor against Central Arkansas. Now there's a game for you. Kansas against Nebraska Omaha. Kansas State against Nebraska Omaha. Isn't Kansas State just awful? How are they favored by 17 points? Stanford against Valpo. South Dakota State, Jackrabbits, up against Montana State. Sam Houston, Bearcats, against Missouri State. Texas, minus 21.5, fresh off the shellacking at Gonzaga, versus Northern Colorado. We've done well with them over the years, those Golden Bears. I like Northern Colorado against Texas, plus the 21.5. Brian, you seem concerned.
I'm just trying to decide which free picks I want to give out here. I'll take two square plays. I'm going to take the VCU plus the points. It's down about 2 from where it opened up. I think VCU has a good chance to win this game outright, and I'll take St. John's plus 5, another team that has a great chance to beat.
That's
Indiana
in the next
outright.
time slot, though. That's the problem with that game.
Damn it. Well, I'll say that for the next one.
Because you're loving the Big East versus the Big Ten. You're just fading the Big Ten.
Hey, I like the Big Ten, but I like making money better. So, if it's
you realize
broke, don't fix it.
Well, they can't be the best conference if the Big East is mopping the floor with them.
It's early on in the year. I think when the rubber hits the road and it's
the rubber hit the road yesterday in Ann Arbor. That's pretty much that was the statement game.
Conference tournament time rolls around, you'll see the Big Ten.
Well, tomorrow you
muscles.
got your chance. I think that the Big Ten has a chance tomorrow. Ohio State versus Xavier.
I would just like to get my hands on Miami a couple times.
Depends on what the line is. You'd like to get your hands on anything.
That's true. Can't deny that.
Rod.
No, I don't like in that time spot. I like Sam Houston at home here.
Grand Canyon's in the next time slot.
Sam Houston. I like Sam Houston State. I do like Grand Canyon.
Of course we do. That's one of our teams. It's the only honest school in the whole nation, for-profit university.
We're going against Ron's team, but that's okay. They're not. They just got a pretty hat.
We appreciate the honesty of Grand Canyon. We're a for-profit institution. All right, I'm in. Instead of just like acting like you're not, pay your football coach $9 million. It's like we're for-profit. That's what we're here for. We're business.
In the Battle of the Bears, give me the Bearcats. So, I like Sam Houston plus the points on that one. Only one I like in that time slot. I don't like that slot.
I'm going to go with Valpo because I still don't think Stanford's going to cover a game this season. Joe, what do you like in this time slot?
I'm going to go with Kansas State Wildcats minus the points. I know it's a ton of points here, but I think they're just too good for this Nebraska-Omaha team. I think they're going to run away with it and get a huge win at home.
Not a fan.
No?
No, not a fan.
Maybe I just am kind of biased against the word Omaha.
Yeah, but
Got
Brian's
so sick of hearing
like
that word.
Brian's like
Football.
a big Omaha guy. Brian rode Omaha.
Omaha Steaks, yep.
Brian loves Omaha. I also want to bet against Stanford again. I know I just picked against them, but I'd like to pick against them again. I think it's possible they're not going to cover all season, especially if they're laying double digits. Last time San Jose State, they didn't get the win, but they covered. Did I say they were going to win outright, or did I say they have a chance to win outright? Because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, they didn't win." It's like they were 20-point dogs. It's like it's like they covered easy San Jose State against them. I really hate Stanford. I also like Northern Colorado against Texas and the Jackrabbits. I'm a little worried. It's a lot of points for the Jackrabbits. It is. But I think they're going to get better every game. I also think Baylor blows the doors off Central Arkansas. Baylor really has not shown much mercy this year. All right. I think that Arkansas Northern Iowa is going to tell us a lot about Northern Iowa, who always plays very high-profile schedule, so it's one to watch. Grand Canyon's taking on Prairie View A&M. I got Grand Canyon. Same colors.
You can't.
I just called it. I just called it, man. I just called
You're
it.
stealing my play.
I got Grand Canyon. Indiana against St. John's, another Big East Big Ten game. He's really going well for the Big Ten. This is what the Big Ten does when stuff like this happens. They cancel the series for next year. Come up with some reason why. Logistics. And then they'll we'll give Prairie View and A&M $5 more than Grand Canyon gave you to play us.
They just play the ACC, then they'll run it up on them.
Sure. Air Force against Texas Southern. Air Force a little better than we thought they were going to be, but they are still 3.5-point dogs against an FCS team here in this one. Then you got Loyola Marymount, who we rode pretty good last year too. Last year it was one of those awesome things where it was like everybody transferred and then they transferred back, right? It's not one of those weird things. Pepperdine against UC Davis. Pepperdine's a shell of the Pepperdines we've seen in the past. St. Mary's against Bellarmine, the official team of Rod Zawacki when he's not on the bandwagon of somebody else. Long Beach State, what up, Beaches? Up against Utah Valley. San Diego, these are the Toreros, up against UC Riverside Highlanders, who we cashed on earlier this season already. And UCLA taking on another heavy hitter, North Florida. Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to ride the Square Express to finish out the day. I'll take St. Johnny's plus the 5. Grand Canyon Antelopes laying the big number. Prairie View 0-5 on the year. I think Grand Canyon smokes them. And I'll take Long Beach State minus the 2.5. It was -1 this morning when I was looking, but I think they beat them by 8-9 points.
What up, Beaches?
First home game, I think, for Long Beach.
They don't get many home games because they play that heavy hitter schedule. Tony T had an interesting take on Dan Munson. He basically has a piece of all the action. That's why he doesn't care. It's like the reason why it looks like he never cares is because he's got a piece of everything. He's got like the best deal. Rod? Grand Canyon?
Grand Canyon, definitely. I'm going to lay the number, and I think they roll right over Prairie View.
3 Grand Canyons.
Yep. And I'm not going to be the what up Beaches. I'm going to go against them. I think Utah Valley comes in and beats them outright. I think they're tired. Long Beach. Tough schedule to start the season. Didn't they just played like a few days ago? So I think Utah Valley comes in and beats the Beaches.
Wow.
Outright.
Beach
Give me
shaming.
Utah Valley money line over the Beaches.
Beach shaming us over here, Brian.
They're young kids.
It's not shaming. It's just,
They're young kids.
I think Utah Valley comes in and gets a win. They're going to outright them.
You're crazy.
They call me crazy. Crazy. It's not as crazy as, what was the other one you picked over?
I forget.
What is the spread on that one, you guys?
The
Couldn't
Beaches?
find it.
-2.5.
Oh, that's pretty close. Yeah, no, I've got to go with Long Beaches too. I'll jump on that bandwagon. UCLA, I think will get a runaway win as well. Give me them to cover all those points. I know 26 is a lot, but I don't think this North Florida team can put up 50.
No, they stink.
Right.
We paid them all last year. They stank. Did they cover any last season?
I don't know.
I don't know. They were awful. They were just awful.
I'm taking Arkansas Little Rock here against Loyola Marymount. I know it's against everything we believe in the past, but today's a different day. I'm also on Grand Canyon, in case you didn't know. Anyways, Rod, you got a parlay for everybody?
Yeah, we're gonna take the Avs on the puck line. We're gonna take NIU in the football game. And who did we take? The NBA. Give me 1 second. Oh, the NBA. Then we got a mixed sport. Oh, and I like the Hawks over the Celtics. Give me the Atlanta Hawks. Lay the points. And beat the crap out of the Celtics today.
Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'll take the easiest winner. I'll take Buffalo on the money line in college football. And then I'll go Grand Canyon University minus the points and the Houston Rockers plus the points.
Joe?
I'm going to take the Colorado Avalanche on the money line, the Pacers minus the points, and the Cavs plus the points.
Valpo plus the points. Grand Canyon minus the points. Florida State minus the points. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a winning day. I'm going to try like crazy to act more professional tomorrow. I think we kind of held it together pretty good today. We only got off topic for, 45 minutes of the hour. So, pretty good. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. See you tomorrow.